guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Sissy Talks and I'm back with another video. Yeah, I'm finally back. It's been like 2 months. I'm sorry, like, don't fight me. But yeah, I'm finally back. Today's gonna be a different type of video, or my first type of video in this category, and it's gonna be a story time, as you may have seen by the title. So today I'm gonna do a story time about the time that I got chased on my way to work in this LDM place, the ghetto. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, get your girl up to 100 subscribers. So I'm going to take you guys back to last year when like COVID and stuff started. So last year I had like come home really early compared to when I would normally come home. So I came home around March, like middle of March time, like March 18th or something like that. And normally when I come home, I'm like a workaholic, like I have a job ready, like boom boom bam, working out, da da da. But COVID said no, and COVID had me in my bed all day doing Chloe Ting workouts. So I was jobless for at least like 3-4 months. Like I didn't have no source of income really. Yeah, I was just like working out at home and just doing what everyone else was doing. It finally got to June and I was applying for jobs, and I finally got a job at Sainsbury's. And I'd worked in Sainsbury's before, and like that was fine. Like, you know, I was like to them, my interview, yeah, I've been here, done that, bye. Give me the job, and they gave it to me. So, but this time I was working like further away from home, and I was also like working in a different department. Like I worked in the online department, and I never worked in online. So the online department, quick briefing, is like you pick orders early in the morning and like help load the deliveries and stuff like that for it to get sent out. So around this time in June, like COVID was like popping. No one really wanted to go out and stuff, so like we was getting loads of deliveries, like I mean 7,000-8,000 items to pick a day. And I would typically have so this one day I had gotten up around 4, gotten ready to leave my house around 4:40 to get my bus. I used to take 2 buses to work. I used to take the 343, if anyone who knows, to Trafalgar Square, and then I'll switch and get another bus around 5:29. I think that's when my bus came, 5:29, 5:30. And I forgot what bus it was, but it would drop me right in front of work. My journey was around an hour, 10 minutes, I don't know, something around there. So I'd get to work early or on time. I got on the bus, got on the 343, sat downstairs. I always sat downstairs because in the morning I was aware that, you know, people be coming home from the club or whatever and getting on the bus. And I didn't want to feel uncomfortable being upstairs by myself with someone. So I always sat downstairs. Doesn't matter. So I sat downstairs and I sat like in the middle of downstairs. So I sat in the middle. I'm sitting there, I've got my AirPods jumping. These times, yeah, my AirPods, did I even have? No, I didn't even have AirPods then. These times I had wires. So you guys know wires, they don't fail you. That the music was jumping, like listening to my music, cool. So for those of you who live in South London, you know Southampton Way at night or early hours of the morning is jumping with Africans, Jamaicans, whatever you want to call it. Everyone's out like enjoying themselves or coming back from the club. The bus had turned the corner on Southampton Way and some people got on the bus. I'd noticed like 2 guys walk past me on the bus and go and sit at the back, and I was like, it's fine, that's not my business. Listening to my music or whatever, I'm minding my business. So I'm sitting there and I'm hearing through my music like the men's conversation in the back. Like they was like talking, and like one of the guys was getting really loud and his friend was trying to calm him down. So I'm trying to mind my business because this is London at 5 AM and I'm not trying to peep and look and someone's like, what are you looking at? No, no. So I was minding my business, put my music up a bit more. Maybe a couple of minutes later, someone had walked and came to like my left side and was standing there. So as you would, I looked up and I was like, hi, like, what do you want? But it was the guy that walked past me, the one that was being really loud. So he walked past me and stood like right next to me and was basically trying to speak to me. I couldn't hear him before because I had my headphones in. So if he was shouting at me before to try to talk to me, I could not hear him. So anyways, he decided to come and stand next to me and was like, hi, I'm here, I'm trying to talk to you. And I was just like, okay, it's scary. Okay, hi. So I'm like, hi. He's like, oh, I've been trying to talk to you. And I was like, oh, sorry, I have my headphones in. I'm like, I have my wires in, like, didn't hear you, sorry. he comes and he's like, yeah, how are you? Like, you look beautiful. I was like, oh, thank you. I was like, I'm on my way to work, but thank you. And as he's speaking to me, I can smell his breath. His breath was smelling like beer, all types of liquor, all mixed together, burp, all that was coming out of his mouth, and he was really like in my face. He's like, where are you from? Lord knows why I answered his question. Lord knows why I answered his question. Because from then, that was it. He was sold. He was sold. Like, where are you from? I was like, oh, I'm from Sierra Leone. Jesus. Oh my gosh, I'm from Sierra Leone too. Salon Titi, all this stuff, yeah. If you know, you know, innit? And I was just like, oh Lord, help me. Like, now I've brought conversation that didn't bring. So he's happy that I'm from the same country he's from. Starting to give me some in-depth conversation about Sierra Leone and have I been there, and like, what are my family saying about it, like, what are they doing to help Sierra Leone and all that stuff. And I'm just like, whoa, my parents were born there, I'm just the offspring, and I was born here. Like, been 2 times, but don't come at me with your whatever issues you have back home, because that had nothing to do with me. It's like 90% of my journey has gone now, and I'm about to get off soon, and his friend gets off, so I'm thinking, he's getting off too. He didn't. Of course he didn't. Now he's like excited and he's talking to me more, and he's like, you know, trying to get into conversation. So I'm just like, okay, cool, let me firm it until I get off the bus, because then at least he's going his way and I'm going my way, and we can go about our business. All I have to do is firm the conversation for another 5 minutes. So I'm chilling, and it's time to get off the bus. I get off the bus now and I'm walking to my bus stop. Bear in mind, he's walking behind me, but he's still trying to talk to me, but I'm not really paying him any mind. Get to my bus stop. My bus is in like 2 minutes. I'm like, thank God. And by this point, he's at my bus stop with me, trying to talk to me like, where you going? Where's your workplace? I'm like, I'm getting on this bus, I'm going to work. Tell me what this man says to me. This man's like to me, oh, don't go to work. I'll pay you triple how much you're making on your shift today. Like, just come back to mine. What? I said, what did you say? He's like, no, I'm gonna pay you triple, like, come to my house right now, like, I'm gonna put the Uber. Bear in mind, his phone was dead. He had his phone, he was drunk, his phone was in his hand. He was like, I'm gonna put the Uber, like, come to mine, I'm gonna pay you triple. I'm like, no sir, I'm sorry, like, that is not what we do here. Like, I don't know what girls you run into that's gonna hop, skip and jump because you said you're gonna pay them triple and I don't even know you. No, hun. So I was like, oh no, thank you, like, I was like, I'm gonna go to work, make my coin and go about my business. Like, my bus comes, I get on the bus, I'm sitting at the back now. More people on the bus, is jumping, it's 6 o'clock, it's almost 6 o'clock. More people are awake, I'm feeling a bit more safe. Sitting at the back. Guess who comes on the bus at the back? Him. And these times, social distancing was a thing, so like, you would have like a seat and yourself and stuff, and everyone would respect that. Nowadays, I go on the train and people are trying to sit on my lap. Bring them times back, please. So yeah, he's sitting next to me basically, and he's like, yeah, please, like, get off the bus with me, like, come. I'm like, no. So 2 now, I'm on the phone to my friend at this time because I'm nervous. I ain't got no one to talk to, ain't no one awake at this time. Everyone's sleeping, everyone that I know is asleep. So I'm on the phone to her and I'm just like, this man sitting next to me, like, just in case anything happens to me, you are a witness. Like, I don't know if the phone disconnected or something, but by the time I was getting off the bus to walk to work, the phone had come off. So I was like on my own at this point. So I'm sitting there and it's finally my time to get off, which wasn't too long, it was probably like 10 minutes on the bus. And he proceeds to get off the bus with me. And I'm just like, I'm going to work now, like, bye. Like, bye. So I've walked off now and I'm crossing the street. So I've walked before the traffic light has like changed. I quickly walk because I'm trying to get away from him. I've walked. I've turned around and he's like shouting because he's waiting for like the cars to stop. And he's shouting across the street like, hey, wait, hey. I'm just like, no. Like, at this point, my little legs are speed walking away because I don't want to know what he has to say. I don't want to hear it. At this point, I'm about to report you and call the police because you're actually harassing me. When I've turned around and not seen him in my like clear view, I've started to do a like jog. I'm like, okay, let me try and get away and let me just try and bust some corners so maybe he won't see me. So I'm running, doing a little light jog with my little backpack. And then I was like, okay, let me stop. I can't see him. Let me walk. I'm walking. Why am am I hearing footsteps going behind me? Guys, I turn around and it's him. He's running down the street, full sprinting, like, you know, like when you're drunk, you're not tired, you can't feel that. You are running, doesn't matter what it is. Someone's chasing you, you want something, you're gonna go get it. So now I'm thinking, oh my god. Now I'm thinking, no, Khadija, all them times you had to run suicide in practice, all of that, come true right now. He's calling my name, I'm running, I'm busting corners, I'm running. When I mean my heart was beating. I was like, is this how I'm going out? I'm getting chased by a drunk man because I don't want to go home when I need to be going to work. So I've ran now, I've lost a couple corners, I've gotten onto the main street where my work is. So now I feel like I've evaded him anyway. So I'm walking into work. By the time I'm panting, my managers are like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm okay. I was like, I just had a run-in with someone who was a bit drunk. But when I tell you guys, I was traumatized. I haven't seen him obviously since that time, but I was traumatized. I was like, what if I was slow? Would that have been me? What would I have done? This man was running and screaming at me, talking about come here. No, I've watched so many crime documentaries. I'm a criminal justice major. I've watched so many crime documentaries. Things like that happen. People don't make it out. God, yeah, you're a real one, because I don't know what would have happened. But yeah, so I finally got to work and I was safe and stuff. And I just kept thinking about it. I was just like, raw, like, what if I come out of work and he's there? Not that he saw my uniform, but I was like, what if he saw a glimpse of my hair and knew where I went into? Like, it was just mad. But moral of the story is, don't try not to talk to people and be nice to them on the bus. Don't tell them where you're from, because you might be from the same country and then they might get excited, which is strange. But yeah, at this point I was just like, men are truly crazy. Men have and will always be crazy. Like, why do you feel like you can chase someone? But yeah, thanks for listening to my story. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want more, please comment down below. Follow my socials, subscribe, and all them good things there. And I'll see you in my next one.